Hello everyone, this is Pico Entertainment and we are back again, and here now we have another video for you, and we're going to talk about Ezra Miller yet again and an apology statement that was recently released, and whether it was sufficient enough not only for the actor himself but also for fans and the upcoming Flash movie itself. Now we all know the stories by now revolving around Ezra Miller. The 29-year-old actor was selected to play the Flash for the DCEU from 2016, where we first saw him appear in Batman vs Superman and later on in Justice League in 2017, and was and still is poised to play the lead in the Flash movie, which is still slated for release in June 2023. And during this time, the actor has been involved in a never-ending wave of controversial incidents, from shoving a pregnant lady in a shopping mall, addressing the KKK on Instagram, being arrested for alleged assaults twice in Hawaii, and more recently being charged for a felony burglary in Stamford, Vermont, for stealing alcohol from a private home. And then we have all of the allegations of grooming young teenagers, starting up cults, and threatening a mother and child with a gun. There's just been an incessant debate, especially online, about what should be done about Ezra's behaviour. Why has it been indulged so much? Why has there been no criminal implications? The action, or rather the inaction, by Warner Brothers in terms of addressing his behaviour, and what will happen in terms of the Flash movie, whether it should be released in cinemas or streaming, or should it be scrapped altogether. The debate goes on and on and on. So recently, on August the 15th, 2022, a statement was released online by one of Ezra's representatives, which read as follows, basically stating that the actor acknowledged that he is suffering complex mental issues and has begun online treatment. He apologises for his past behaviour and is committed to doing the necessary work to get back to a safe and healthy life. So was this apology sufficient enough to address all of his behaviour, and is now everything good and okay for the Flash to be released? Well, I'm going to say no. Now, on the positive side, at least there's finally been some sort of formal recognition and addressing of his behaviour. This is something that has been criticised for so long that nobody was saying anything about Ezra's antics, hoping everything would just brush under the carpet. Warner Brothers, it seemed, were completely oblivious about what Ezra was doing. And again, they were hoping that just everybody would forget about it by the time the movie was released. Now, I've said multiple times on this channel that if you're going to release The Flash, then it would require Ezra addressing all of his behaviour and showing intentions to make some sort of atonement. But for me, this statement wasn't enough. When considering all of his misdemeanours and allegations, I just think more was needed. I feel what was actually required was an extended interview where Ezra was actually in person explaining everything, and I felt that would have come across as far more genuine and sincere, rather than just a manufactured statement which, to be honest, could have been written by anybody. I still feel that if they plan to release this movie theatrically, then Ezra would almost have to do more of an apology tour, a whole host of series of interviews, and that these would need to happen many months before the release of the movie, so that if he's questioned during the promotion of the film or its opening weekend, he can quickly relate to the fact that he's already addressed all of the controversy months beforehand. Now, to be fair, there may be more interviews planned down the line. This could just be the start of a whole strategy by Warner Brothers, and that this statement is taking it one step at a time, and getting rehabilitated is really the first priority, not only for Ezra himself, but also to ensure that there are no further incidents that could hurt any promotion closer to the overall release. Now, Warner Brothers may still decide to limit Ezra's involvement when it comes to promoting the film, and I believe this is still the best action to take. I don't think this statement will be enough to satisfy fans or commentators who have covered Ezra's actions in depth. Many have passionate and very emotional feelings about the grooming allegations, and justifiably so. And it's going to take a lot of explanation to convince them that Ezra isn't guilty of the allegations towards him, and this very formulaic statement that we've seen so far isn't going to convince them otherwise. It seems that Warner Brothers and CEO David Zaslav are just hell-bent on releasing The Flash theatrically, and they've realised that any release of the movie can't happen without some apology from the actor himself. Which makes perfect sense, but at the end of the day, if they really want to make this stick in terms of this apology, then it's going to need Ezra to come out in person and explain himself, because he's just done too much to just have Warner Brothers try and evade it in a short online statement. It's going to need far more from the actor to help convince people to go and see the movie overall. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings on the recent apology statement made by Ezra Miller, or indeed one of his representatives. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you convinced by this apology, or do you think it requires far more action from Ezra? Do you think it will need some sort of interview where he's actually in person addressing all of these issues? Do you think one interview will be enough, or do you think it will take a series of interviews in order to convince fans and general public and to make people convinced that he's not guilty of all of the allegations? Or do you think the line has been crossed far too much now and there's no hope for the movie, and you still think that it should be scrapped, or at best it should be released only on HBO Max? Let me know what you think in the comments below. As I've previously stated on my channel, it is becoming a bit of a tiresome subject, this whole Ezra Miller incident, but this is a bit more of a significant issue because for the first time we've actually had some sort of addressing of his actions, and I think that's only a good step. And I think if Warner Brothers can take further steps down the line in order to apologise and acknowledge what's going on, then it might be possible for them to release this movie theatrically and hopefully generate some sort of success for the overall movie and the DCEU going forward, whatever it turns out to be. So those are my overall thoughts and feelings. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If there are any other significant updates or events that are happening surrounding Ezra Miller, or indeed The Flash itself, then I will continue to cover it on the channel. If you want to see me cover more trendy topics like this within the channel, then let me know in the comments and I will provide some sort of further commentary down the line for you on the future. Please also hit and like the subscription and notification buttons so I can provide you with more high quality content like this in the future. But that's it for now. Take care of yourselves, stay at safe distances, and I will see you very, very soon.